Is it a scam that someone buy your house over the phones? I'll share with you a recent policy and procedure that we released at Angel Home Solutions. We'll talk about exactly what it is, which is a clean and secure way to buy your house. What it is exactly, and is it a scam that someone can buy a house over the phone? How it's all work, and a little bit of story. Someone that we helped recently, just a quick testimonial. So what it is we buy over the phones. We execute the process about 90% of the process over the phone, over the emails, and then online. We mostly doing that already, but we wasn't 100% executing that because we like to see people, we like to meet and see what's going on and see what else we can help you with. Like on a recent transaction, I went to the property and see the client, the seller is really struggling with paying the bill. They were borrowing money from other people. So how I was able to help is I released some big chunk of cash to them as soon as we know we can buy the house. Just while they're waiting for the closing to happen. It is a big deal, for them, and doesn't matter to us. The money gonna be transferred to them anyway. But we just want to help out during the tough time. They wouldn't know how to ask that, or it's not a typical thing that happened. So when we see that, it's my obligation to provide a resource so that they can move on and prepare everything else around that. Um, so that is the benefit. But doing this coronavirus thing, we want to comply. We want to limit the spread of the infections. We are protected every time. We go to property. We'll wear masks. We wear gloves. But the truth is, the virus will maybe stay on the clothes and whatnot, and then we don't want to spread the virus to you and affect your loved one. So that is the goal. We want to protect you and your loved one being safe for this period of time. um, how it is done is we execute about 90% of the process, and then we will go to the house when we need to verify the condition of the property, and then you will meet a notary from the title company, and they can be at your property at your own convenience. You don't have to travel, being exposed and whatnot. If you don't want to, obviously you can go to the office and sign if you want to, but it is at your convenience. And it's going to be a quick 1 hour approximately, and get the paperwork done, and the next day you'll get cash in your pocket. So that is the overview. It's not 100% buying over the phone. You still work with a third party to protect you and protect ourselves as well. And we'll spend about 10% of the process instead of the whole 100%. And even on the inspection day too, if you don't want to, if you're busy, if you don't want to meet people, don't want to meet us, you don't have to be there. We'll coordinate how to get access, we'll coordinate how to get key and whatnot. But that's how we operate. So is it a scam? I cannot speak for other. You probably see a lot of signs, on the street. I buy houses with just phone number, or you get unsolicited calls, or text message or postcard from someone that you cannot identify, someone that you don't know. Um, I would be cautious. I cannot say anything about them, but I know for the fact that we're doing this, that we are in the business, we're professional, we do it for a living. I'll share a little bit of testimonial or story that people that we buy, how from mostly landlord that live over the course. Over 3,000 miles away. We recently working with a client in Alaska that want to sell his house in Burien. So that's what we do. It's not a scam. Someone can buy a house over the phone. Most of the step, but not 100%. That's how we do. So you see a little bit of how it worked too. Um, You know why we do that, right? It's saving you time actually. Most of the time, we'll find out if you are the best fit. If we like you, if you like us, if we can be a partner. We try our best to add value. Sometimes it's not for everyone. In fact, not everyone should sell their house. It's the biggest investment in life, right? People probably buy and sell once in 10 year, 15 year. It's a big deal. I understand, and we're here to help. And if we're not your best fit, if we find out you're better off being helped by somebody else, we'll point you to that directions. Whatever it is to give you the solutions, right? That's where we are, who we are. So we recently worked with Dean at Alaska. He lived in Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska. Um, I'll share with you. I'll share a link to why he decided to work with us as well. A quick testimonial from him and what his experience like. But overall, he has property in Burien that he decided to sell because of the stress. From multiple property, he has a couple property in Washington, in Seattle, and also multiple property in Oregon and Alaska. He's just a real investor. But times come, and he just want to be a real retirement. He want to retire. He want to be done with this rental and deal with the crappy tenant. He don't have time to fly back and forth. He didn't want to rehab the house and list the house. He just want to sell to a real cash buyer. That's who we are helping him. And then so it's pretty normal that we buy houses over the phones. We now execute it even more to protect you and to save you time. Overall, it's the best experience. We have been working through that for several days now, and it worked out pretty well. So I hope this answers some of your questions. If you still have some, reach out to us at angelhomesolution.com or give us a call 425-272-9299. Happy to take down the information, answer any question you might have. Bye.